Hi everyone, it's Sarah Kim, and unfortunately I will not be at church to be able to give my missions report, but I'm glad that I can use this video to share my experience with everyone. After maybe around 15 hours of just flying in the airplane from America to Korea to Cambodia, we arrived finally in Phnom Penh around 11 p.m. August 5th. Very humid, even if it was nighttime and it just had rained. We just knew that we were in a completely different country. The first few days we spent in the biggest city of Cambodia, Phnom Penh. We stayed in Elder Han's guest house, which was probably one of the biggest houses I've ever been in. It was a mansion, the whole neighborhood was like that. They took us on a tour to prison camp, originally a high school, which was very heartbreaking. And on top of that, we went to the killing fields. It was a very somber moment for all of us just to reflect on this traumatic past that these Khmer people have to live with every single day. And after this visit to these places, we knew that it was very hard for these Khmer people to trust in anything, anyone, especially God, because if God is so good, how come he let such terrible things happen to their whole nation, to their loved ones? And we understood that it would be really hard to reach out to these Khmer people and share the love of Jesus to them. First, I got to witness Missionary Danny's work that he's been working on for the past 4 years. It's a city college dormitory. Once a month they hold a monthly social, and these college students that live there, they invite all their non-Christian friends and they have a time of worship, fellowship through food, and afterwards some Khmer dancing, and Frank did a lot of Khmer dancing, which is very surprising. We weren't really able to see what missionary Chuck was doing. We got to see the college that he was teaching, but his wife got very sick. We didn't see her for the rest of the trip. After the first day, she was knocked out dead in her bed with the dengue, which is one of the worst fevers you can ever have, really. And you can't move for 2 weeks straight. It could take even a month to recover. A few days later, we were able to witness Missionary Han's work. His plan is basically to raise up a daycare center. They wanted to make it free, but the government told them making things free will not help this country, rather hurt them, because they're relying on all these foreigners to give everything for free. They don't become self-sufficient. So they're offering this daycare center for a very low cost. For the mothers who actually can't afford it, they are able to work and pay it off with volunteering hours. He also plans on doing the cycle where he buys 2 cows, gives them off to 2 different families. Cows will give birth, and with the offspring, they'll give it to 2 other families, and the cycle repeats. It just helps these Khmer people to be self-sufficient, grow their own livestock. Something I noticed about Cambodia, there's no traffic rules. Just you go, I go, get to places. Red light is green light. Everyone's riding motorcycles. We went to the Russian market. Everything was super cheap. You bargain. If they call out $18 for something, you call it $9. And if they don't agree to that $9, you leave and they'll call you, "Sister, come back. Okay, $9." And you're just like, yes. Finally, it was the moment we were all waiting for, the village. I would say it was around a 4-hour drive there, but we were all so tired that we just knocked out. When we arrived, I saw the learning center, I saw the kitchen, the hangout spot, the farm, the volleyball court, where she sleeps, where Missionary Esther sleeps.
Thanks, Adam. Say hello.
Let's see, at the village, it was very different from what we were used to. There were no paved grounds, it was all dirt. A lot of the buildings had no walls. Just the buildings where people slept, they had walls. So we were off to Kampot. I forget what the city is called, but it's near a beach. And we stayed in a hotel. It wasn't the best, but it was really big for these kids. And they were just very happy to be away from the village and be at a city with paved roads and buildings that are 3 stories high with walls and windows and bathrooms with sinks and showers and flushing toilets. The retreat is surprisingly so similar to the ones that we have at church. In the beginning, everyone sits down, they go over the rules, you know, and we had worship time, praise time, game, teams, small groups, food. It was all the same, just different language. I think the most significant moment about the retreat was when these students, they gave their testimonies. A lot of them didn't come from Christian families. They're mostly Buddhists in Cambodia, and it's very hard for these kids to keep up their faith in God in, you know, such an environment, but they do, which is so amazing. And I just realized through this that God is so great. You know, He reaches out and takes care of these children all the way across the globe. Second day at the retreat, we went to a beach, and the beach it's dirty, salty, just what a beach is really anywhere. It was raining, pouring rain when we went to the beach. I'm like, are you serious? How are we gonna go swimming? It's raining. But these kids are just like, oh, it's the beach. They finally get to see the beach maybe once a year, and they're just so happy. They don't care that it's raining. I said, Ellen, you know what? This is the only chance we have. So we grabbed her hand, we just ran into the water, and we just did it. And the water was really warm, and just seeing these kids have so much fun at the beach. God's creation was a blessing to us, and we had a lot of fun too. After the retreat was over, it was time to say goodbye, and I just remember this girl comes up to me and she's crying her eyes out, and she wants to say something but she can't, and finally she goes, Sarah, when are you coming back? Wow. Just the moment she says that, I just started bawling, because I can't promise these kids when I'm going to be back. I really want to, so I just tell them I'll try really hard to come back. You know, she just knows that most of the short-term trip team members don't come back. It's just a one-time thing for them. And I just want to thank you guys for praying for me, praying for our team, and just supporting us. Thank you for listening to my missions report. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that this doesn't get too long. See you Thanksgiving. Bye. Thank you.